Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a get ready with me trying new products out. Like a new foundation to try out, concealer, powder, blushes, highlights, everything. Also, I'm going to be trying Huda Beauty out for the very first time. Literally never tried anything from that line before, so I'm really excited to. With all that said, let's just get into the video. The foundation I'll be testing out today is from the brand Lawless. This is their Flawless Finish Makeup. This is formulated without parabens, phthalates, PEGs, mineral oils, sulfates, aluminum, chemical fragrance, silicones, petroleums, and it's cruelty-free. So this is supposed to be a clean foundation product without like harmful ingredients in it, which I really appreciate, and that makes me really excited because, you know, there's a lot of things in makeup we don't know about. Sephora actually started carrying this brand recently, so that's very exciting. I love this packaging. It's like so fancy, so sleek. They sent me 3 different shades to test out. I have the shade Sunrise, Mesa, and Mirage. I think for today's video, I'm gonna go into the shade Sunrise. I think this will suit me. We'll see. We're about to find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin really quickly. This is Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Protect with SPF. I've used this before. Really like this. I'm gonna apply my foundation using this really cute star brush from IT Cosmetics. This is like a limited edition brush coming out sometime in July. I'm not sure exactly when, but I mean, come on. This thing is adorable. I have a couple pumps of the foundation on my brush, and I'm just going to, that smells interesting. Something I'm noticing right off the bat with this foundation is it oxidizes so quickly. It kind of oxidizes a little bit too warm for my liking. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell. Can you tell? I don't know if this color, I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. This foundation says it's for all skin types. It's gonna give you buildable coverage that's gonna look very natural on your skin. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of those like harsh chemicals in it. It's non-comedonic, so it's not gonna clog your pores, which is also very good. I don't know if you guys can tell, but dang, I am dewy with a capital D. That is actually crazy. I think I may have applied a little bit too much, although it looks really pretty on the skin. I just think I went a little too heavy. Also, the color is not the perfect match, so I'm gonna bring it down my neck just a little bit. If I feel like I've applied too much foundation, I like taking a damp sponge and just gently pressing it into my skin. Kind of helps the foundation look more skin-like, a little bit more airbrushed. That already looks so much better. I really like this brush a lot. It's very soft, has a perfect density to it, and like you would think the shape would be like weird, but it's actually like just like a normal brush. I think this is really cute. The coverage on this foundation is like a full medium right now. I could definitely build it up, but I'm like actually really happy with the way it looks. It does look like skin. It's not creasing, it's not caking, it doesn't look weird on the skin, but it's really dewy. It's definitely not a matte foundation whatsoever. I'm definitely gonna have to set this. The foundation does dry down a little bit darker, kind of oxidizes, but it's like an on contact thing. It's like very quick, but besides that, it looks really pretty. I really need to set this though. So for my concealer, I'm so excited I finally get to try this. It's from Nabla Cosmetics. It's their Close Up Stay Full Smooth Concealer. They also have a setting powder, which I'm really excited to use as well. The packaging alone, honestly, like how beautiful is this? So this is porcelain and this is ivory. This is the lightest shade, and the second lightest shade, I think I'm leaning towards ivory a little. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with ivory. By the way, if you're not familiar with Nabla Cosmetics, they are an Italian brand. They are cruelty-free and vegan, which is awesome. Their packaging is beautiful. Their products are amazing. I've been using their products for quite a while now. They have amazing brow products, eyeshadows, lipsticks, like everything is just top-notch quality. So I would definitely recommend this brand a lot. So that's why I'm like really excited to try out complexion products from them. The wand on this thing is humongous. A lot of people were comparing this to the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I used my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It has been a while. I'm gonna take my sponge and just blend out one side first. So that's one side done with the concealer. It blended out really nicely. Coverage is very beautiful. I actually really like the shade Ivory since my foundation's like a little bit on the darker side than usual. I think it goes really well together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side now. The sponge is blending really nicely, but I feel like it's taking away a little bit of my foundation. So I'm using this little concealer brush from Nabla Cosmetics. It's such a good brush. I don't remember the last time I ever blended out my under eye concealer with a brush like this, and I actually really like it. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be taking the Nabla Cosmetics Close Up Baking and Setting Powder. Like, this packaging is so pretty. I can't get over it. So I'm gonna put some in the lid. They also have this beautiful powder brush. So this is what I'm gonna use to set my under eyes. I'm gonna use this powder to set like my T-zone, and for the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with another powder. But so far, it looks really good. Definitely has matted down my foundation. I really needed that because I feel like the foundation is just like really dewy. But it looks really good now. It hasn't done anything weird to my makeup, which is really nice. For the rest of my face, I'm gonna go into the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Illumination Radiant Translucent Setting Powder. And this is also a new product. Ooh, there's a little bit of a white cast to it. We'll see how that blends out. For my bronzer, I'm going to be trying out the new MAC and Aaliyah bronzer in Baby Girl. Honestly, just like looking at this, I don't know if this shade will actually suit her personally. It looks like a little bit too light. I mean, it might suit me, but I think the collection, they only have like one shade. I feel like they should have at least come out with 2 shades. One that's a little bit darker. But yeah, I don't know. This does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, so we're gonna see how that shows up on my skin. Bronzer actually looks matte on the skin. It doesn't look super shimmery, which I really like. The shade's beautiful, but it did start a little bit subtle. You have to kind of build it up, so I cannot imagine this actually showing up on people with deeper skin tones, which is, I mean, the collection, it doesn't really make sense to me. For my blush, I have these 2 new palettes from the brand Stilazzi. We have the Bahamas and Barbados palette. Let me show you guys what they look like. This one is the Barbados palette. This one is the Bahamas palette. I think I'm gonna go into this palette and take this shade right here. It's called Mai Tai. Like, that is a gorgeous shade. All right, let's just pop my, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah, I was not expecting that. That went on a lot more pigmented and pink than I thought. It's like really neutral in the palette. I'm gonna go very light-handed on the other side. For my highlighter, I'm really excited because I'm gonna be testing out my very first Huda Beauty product ever. I know. This is the 3D highlighter palette. I believe this is like her newest highlighting palette. Ooh, the little paper inside, so fancy. So these are the shades inside. Very pretty. The top kind of has like instructions to like prep, set, sculpt, and flush. So like, you use all 4 of these? I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here for my highlighter, and I'm gonna be using a new brush. This is the BH Cosmetics number 4. This comes in a new set. What was it called? So I believe this is from the Aurora Lights brush collection, and it kind of looks very similar to my favorite BH Cosmetics 140 brush that I always use. Like really similar. I would say that this is just a little bit more tapered in. Maybe I've just used this a lot. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna use this brush today. These highlighters feel really nice. Even when I'm taking with my brush, they're not like super powdery, so oh, I'm so excited. All right, let's get into this glow. It's really pretty. It doesn't like look chunky on the skin. It doesn't have like shimmers and sparkles in it. Just kind of like a really reflective, nice glow. Ooh, I'm really happy. Okay, this looks pretty. I just realized the first shade Fiji is actually a cream highlighter. I did not know that. I don't really use cream highlighters very often, but it's a really pretty one though, and it blends really nicely. Okay, I did not know that. All right, I'm gonna pop some highlight on the other side as well. I really like, and the shade works really nicely for my skin tone too, so yay, my first Huda product, thumbs up. For my brows, I'm gonna be using the new Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel. You may have heard of the Kush Mascara. Well, now they have brow gels. These ones come in Hydro, which is clear, Haze, which is a light neutral shade, Dutch, medium neutral, and then Grind, which is a dark neutral. I think I'm gonna go into the shade Haze because I was looking at these earlier and this looks like the perfect color. They do have pigment to them, and I really wanna try these without anything else on my brows and see if they just give me like a nice, fluffy, natural brow. It's a hemp-derived CBD-infused cannabis oil that fuses the heart-shaped fibers to your brows and conditions for fullness without flakiness or stiffness. Tapered, tree-shaped brush deposits gel evenly for instant definition. It's gonna fill, define, and thicken your brows while the CBD-infused cannabis oil conditions your brows at the same time. Okay, so this shade is definitely a lot lighter than my brows, and it's kind of making my entire brow look a lot lighter, which I actually really like that a lot. Can you guys tell the difference? Like, this is my natural hair, obviously it's dark brown, and this one just looks a little bit more toned down, and I feel like with the lightness in my hair, it complements it so well. Sometimes I don't want a super dark brow. First of all, the shade, a lot of like blonde or like light taupey brow gels are very green on me for some reason. This is a beautiful shade. Like, it's perfect. I feel like it looks a lot softer. It's defined without really me filling it in. The brow gel alone just made my brows look just like fuller, fluffier, bushier, but natural. I love that. And my brow doesn't feel like, you know, crispy feeling like when you put a lot of brow gel on. Oh my god, I love this. I could also definitely use the shade Dutch, which is one shade darker, but I actually really like the lighter look. For my eyes, I have some more Huda Beauty products to test out. These are like little mini palettes. I also have the Desert Dust palette, but I think I want to use this in like a separate video and just do a tutorial on this palette alone. Ugh, that is so pretty, and I've just been seeing so many people talking about this palette, so I want to give it like its own little video. Let me know what you guys think. But today, I have these little mini palettes that I'm very excited about. This is the Warm Brown Obsessions, and this is the Smoky Obsessions. Honestly, I love these palettes. Like, the colors in them are absolutely beautiful. These are the type of shades together that I use the most, and I feel like these are so compact. They have so many different options, and I could travel with these very easily. I'm just hoping they perform really well, because if they do, these are gonna be like my new favorite things ever. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of both of the palettes to create today's look. Let's start off with this matte buttery shade. This looks so pretty. Ooh, that is pigmented. And I'm going to pop this underneath my brow bone. I'm going to start off with this shade, and I'm going to pop that into my crease using my mysterious Morphe brush. From the Smoky palette, I'm going to take this more like cool tone dark brown shade, and I'm just going to take the same mysterious Morphe brush, and I'm going to pop this into my crease. I'm going to take a little bit of this matte orangey shade, and I'm going to pop this into my crease just to kind of like add a little bit more warmth back into it. Just kind of like on the outer parts. I'm going to take this really, really dark matte brown, and I'm going to start deepening up my crease a little bit more. Just make the look a little bit more smoky. I'm going to go into this warmer matte brown using a little pencil brush, and this is going to go underneath the bottom lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of this matte plummy shade, and with the same little pencil brush, I'm going to apply this like underneath my bottom lash line, but more on the outer parts. I'm not going to bring it in too much. With an angled brush, I'm going to go into this really, really dark brown shade again, and I'm going to kind of press this into my lash line, on my lower lash line, just to deepen it up. Again, keeping it just on like the outer parts. I don't want to bring it in too much. This black shade looks so intimidating and scary. It looks really, really black. So I'm going to take a really tiny amount. This is going to go into my crease to make it a little bit darker. Oh my gosh. I'm going to gently place this down first. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice black. And then I'm going to take my Morphe blending brush and just kind of blend all the edges out. Don't worry about what your lids look like. I'm going to be putting like a really pretty shimmer there soon. So it don't matter what it looks like. You just want to make sure your crease colors are all blended out nicely. With a small pencil brush, I'm going to take this shimmery pinky shade, and this is going to go on the inner corners of the eyes. I use the mattes, and I love. Now let's try the shimmers and see how those apply. Wow. This shade went on like butter, and it's so beautiful and metallic. I think I'm going to go into the gold in the Smoky Obsessions palette. I also realized that there's another shimmery shade that is a beautiful deep brown shade. Oh, so pretty. I picked up the gold on a dry brush. Let's see how it applies on the eyes, but like honestly, it feels like a cream. Like, it feels like a creamy eyeshadow. Okay, look at that shadow with a dry brush. I'm sure if you wet this, it's going to be even more intense, but I don't even think I need to wet this. I'm going to take a really small amount of this more metallic brown, and I'm going to apply that in between like that black crease shade and the gold that we use, just so they kind of like blend into each other a little bit better. With a small angled brush, I'm going to go into this matte black, and I'm actually going to create a wing using the black shadow. This is the finished eye look. The wings are quite dramatic, but I really like how the eyes came out. I think they just look really smoky and sultry. I've added some mascara and some black eyeliner in my waterline. You guys, I'm really happy and pleased with these eyeshadows. I feel like they're some of the best eyeshadows I've worked with. I will definitely be using these palettes a lot. Like, I'm very, very, very impressed. To finish off the look, we have the lips, and this is from City Beauty. It's called City Lips. Lip Plumper instantly promotes a look of fullness and hydration while reducing the appearance of lip wrinkles and fine lines. This is in the shade Spice. I love this packaging. Kind of reminds me of the Lawless foundation. So this is what it looks like. It's going to be like a plumping gloss. I'm very excited. I want to wear something really nude and glossy with this eye look. So let's try this out. I really like the wand. It holds a lot of product, so you don't have to like dip in and out too much. This looks like it's actually going to be really pigmented. It's not going to be super sheer, but let's try it out. I definitely wasn't expecting it to be this pigmented and opaque, but wow, I love this. It's super comfortable on the lips. It feels good. It's not sticky whatsoever, but it also feels like it's not just going to come off like a balm. I feel like it's going to be on my lips for a while. I even kind of like overlined and lined my lips with the gloss, and it just looks like I have a lipstick or a lip liner underneath. I love this color. Wow. The lips look super plump and juicy. I definitely feel that little tingle for the plumping effect. But it's not painful. It's actually very subtle. It doesn't bother me at all. And with that, the look is complete. I'm really happy with the overall look. Like honestly, like I'm feeling these sultry eyes, the glossy lips. I'm gonna go through the products like really quickly just to kind of share what I think about it. Like mostly the complexion products because I really liked everything I used today, honestly. So I'm gonna go back to looking at the face, tell you guys what I think. So looking at my skin up close, it actually looks really pretty. I have absolutely no creasing and caking on my skin. The color is definitely a little bit off for me, but I brought it down my neck. It doesn't look bad. It matches like my body because my body is a lot more tan than my actual neck and chest, which is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, it looks so smooth like on my forehead here where I normally get creasing like immediately. I have zero creasing, which is absolutely crazy. The only area on my skin that doesn't look the best is right in this area. Not exactly my under eye, but like a little on my cheeks. I feel like the concealer and the foundation didn't really like mesh together very well. So I'm definitely gonna try the concealer with another foundation and the foundation on its own again. I'm still gonna test this foundation out because I really like it. I'm gonna wear it for as long as I can today and definitely let you guys know in the description bar like a little update on how it wore. But yeah, I don't know. I think it looks really good. I don't hate the concealer and I don't hate the foundation. When I was doing my black wing with the shadow, I went a little heavy with the black on accident, and I have like little specks of black fallout on my face, which is unfortunate, but I can't get rid of it. Besides that, everything looks really good. Highlight is still popping. The blush is really pretty. Love the brows, the eyes, the lips. These Huda Eyeshadow Palettes, so impressed and so happy. I'm really glad because now I have like two little palettes I can travel with that have like cool tone and smoky shades, and then I have like my warm shades. Perfect palettes. I love this lip product. I have like a bunch of other colors that they sent me that I'm really excited to try out too. But like Spice, I mean like this is like a Jess shade. I had to try a Jess shade. I'm also really impressed with these two powders I tried today. Like this Nabla powder I used in my T-zone. Maybe it's the powder, maybe it's the foundation as to why I am not creasing and it's like super smooth in those areas. I don't know. We're gonna have to test it out further. But also this It Cosmetics Illuminating Pressed Translucent Powder. I really like that too. Like my skin looks really pretty. I think that's enough talking from me. I think this video is long enough already, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Let me know what you guys think of these products in the comments down below. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Snapchat, Jesi Jet, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so before you go. I'd appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!